guys, you're back here with Credit Connect. Remember, this channel is only about you guys. I want to show you guys how to understand your credit, how to fix your credit, and how to leverage your credit so you can go out there and get the best credit products either on the personal side or on the business side. Remember, I'm still dropping my mentorship. It's for free. It's the VIP mentorship. We are going to start going live, and in the future, I am going to start charging. Also, if you guys have any friends or relatives that don't speak English, guys, send them to my Spanish channel, Conecto de Crédito. So anyway, in this video, what we're going to be talking about is how to get $150,000 with Navy Federal with no documentation. Yeah, you guys heard it right. No documentation. So Navy Federal basically gives you loans from $250 to up to $50,000 on the personal side. Those are personal loans that you can get. And normally you can get them in 24 hours. So that's really good about Navy Federal, okay? But I'm going to give you several little secrets on how you can get up to $150,000. So remember, Navy Federal is going to pull your TransUnion FICO 9, okay, guys? If your TransUnion FICO 9 it's not where it needs to be, it's full of hard inquiries, or there's something going on there, make sure that you fix it or you create new trade lines before you apply for this loan. Also remember, with Navy Federal, you do need to be a member of Navy Federal already, okay? And I'm going to do a video on that, but remember, try to get in the legit way because Navy Federal has been hit with a lot of scams and a lot of debt, and right now there are double checking everything that comes in. Okay, you might get approved right away because remember, that's automatic through the system with AI, but maybe later on you could get audit your account and you can get shut down. So you don't want to be in the in the dark with Navy Federal. So make sure you start from the beginning doing things correctly. Okay, also, when you're going to apply for Navy Federal, make sure that if you have other debts, you do tell them that you want to consolidate these debts and you're going to move them over because they're going to like that, because they're going to know that your utilization is going to go down. So it's really important for them. Okay. So that's one way that you can also get higher personal loan, is when you tell them you're going to consolidate everything. Also, before applying for any type of loan with Navy Federal, make sure that you do set up your direct deposit. This is really important. That way they see what you're making. You don't have to prove anything because it's in black and white. They see it, okay? Navy Federal has been hit, like I said, with a lot of fraud, a lot of CPN numbers. So right now they're really, strong and checking everything. So you want to make sure that you do set up your direct deposit with Navy Federal. This is very important. Also, when you're filling the application, you want to make sure that you put household income. What is household income? Household income is anybody that lives in your house that is 18 years and older. Doesn't mean that you're lying. It doesn't mean that you're exaggerating. You're telling them the truth. If your kids live there, they're 18 and older, and they're making money, you can add them. You, your spouse, if your mother lives there, and gets Social Security, you can add all that information with Navy Federal. That's going to help you get a higher line of credit. So remember, it's not just what you make, it's your household income. This is something that Navy Federal does let you do in their application. So something that you should know. Also, if you want to be able to get that $150,000, because Navy Federal only gives you up to $50,000 on personal loans, you gotta add your spouse, okay? And remember, your spouse as well needs to be a Navy Federal member. So if they're not a Navy Federal member now, put them in the Navy Federal. You can put them under you. Obviously, they live with you. They're your spouse, so there's not going to be a problem. And that's one way you guys are going to be able to achieve together the personal loan of $150,000. Now imagine, what can you do with $150,000 in a personal loan? You can do a lot of things, and usually their interest is lower than a conventional bank. So this is really important. Okay. Also, right now when you're applying, sometimes Navy Federal does let you get two products and sometimes three products with one hard pull. So this is very very good information that let's say you apply for a personal loan and you want to get a car loan at the same time. If you apply for the car loan within 24 hours from applying for the personal loan, guess what? You're going to only get one hard inquiry on your TransUnion. So this is definitely a good hack. Okay, this is people don't tell you this, but I've spoken to Navy Federal, and this is one of the things they told me when I was trying to apply for my personal loan. So you want to make sure, do your due diligence, see what you need, what products you need, because they are going to let you get two products with one hard pull. Okay. Navy Federal, you want to make sure they're not going to probably ask you for documents if you're already a member. Like I said, if you're already doing your direct deposit, they see what's coming in. Okay, so this is really important. Make sure that before you apply, that you've been working Navy Federal for at least 3 months prior. And what does that mean? That means that you don't have any overdraft fees, that you're using your checking account, you're depositing money, you have direct deposit, and so on and so on. Especially if you want to use the spouse with you, you want to make sure that you have all your ducks in rows. Also, if you're interested in applying for a car at the same time as the personal loan, make sure that you go and see what car you want, so you have already a price in mind. You might have a VIN number, and make sure that when you get that loan that you do take your the title back to Navy Federal. Okay, because now Navy Federal is cracking down on people used to get these car loans and then they would never bring the title back. So right now Navy Federal is not allowing people to play these games anymore because they've lost a lot of money in the past. So you got to have all your ducks in a row. But yes, you can get $150,000 with Navy Federal on the personal side with no documentation. Just follow these steps that I've told you, and trust me, it's possible. Okay, remember, give me a like, subscribe. That's the only way I'm going to get to know you. So subscribe to my free mentorship right now. And guys, if you have friends that don't speak English, send them to Conecto de Crédito. Also, remember, this channel is just for education reasons only. I'm not an attorney. I do not give legal advice. I don't want nobody telling me I tried to get approved and I wasn't. Go out there, do your due diligence, check before you do anything, because as I'm doing this video, data points change all the times, okay? I can finish this video or I can not even finish it and maybe never Navy Federal rules change. So I always tell you, go out there and check before you apply. Don't listen to what I say or anybody else. Do your homework. Also, before you apply for any products, I always tell my clients, check your credit. Check your credit. It's very important. That way you have no hiccups and there's nothing that jumps and nothing needs to be verified after, because you did your homework from the start. That's how you get good funding. Okay, guys? This is Jackie, and until next time.